Another very high-profile case, which has captured the attention of many people, is the ongoing murder trial involving music producer Phil Spector.
Look at this. We've got John Patrick Dolan here to talk all about what's going on in that case. It's kind of slow going at this time.
Well, it is. You know, there was a lot of activity as far as picking the jury. They got the jury. The opening statements were riveting, if you saw those on court TV. When the prosecutor began, it sounded like Phil Spector would never be able to come back from it. Then you heard Bruce Cutler, who was marginal in his opening statement, but then Linda Kinney Bodden came up and absolutely, you know, stunned people sitting there because she talked about the scientific evidence and how the scientific evidence, which is impartial evidence, absolutely undercut the prosecution's position. So we were all ready. And then Monday, Bruce Cutler is sick, so they can't start. Tuesday, we have the immigration rally in downtown LA, so they don't have any hearings. They decide to bring the jury back next Monday. So yesterday and today, they've been having some very interesting pretrial motions.
Well, let's talk about what happened today. Apparently, there's some accusations that the defense team might have hid some, what could be some key evidence in this case. Yeah,
there's a guy by the name of Gregory Diamond, who was a law clerk for Robert Shapiro, who was the first lawyer for Phil Spector. The day after the death, the defense team is there. Robert Shapiro, this guy Gregory Diamond, Bodden, Dr. Lee, and some other people. This Gregory Diamond comes forward to the prosecution and says, hey, I saw Dr. Bodden pick up a quite small white object, and it was never given to the prosecution. So Dr. Bodden is here testifying yesterday and today, hey, I never picked up any object, I don't know what you're talking about. This Diamond guy starts to backpedal and say, well, I'm not quite sure what I saw. At the end of today, right at the end of the testimony, before I came over here, I saw that they said, well, maybe it was Dr. Henry Lee. Of course, he's not here to testify, but they're suggesting it might be some fragment of dental material or possibly a fingernail from Lana Clarkson. The coroner for Los Angeles says all the teeth that they found are a complete set, and so it's probably not a tooth. Probably doesn't amount to too much, but anytime you accuse the defense of picking up some evidence and not giving it to the prosecution, it makes headlines.
And Phil Spector was at home during all of this, right?
Yeah, they waived his presence, and also the jury was at home. So this was basically the judge, the defense team, the prosecution team, and some of their witnesses. By the way, Leslie Abramson was there because she was the second lawyer after Bob Shapiro, and so she was there to lend aid to the present lawyers. So it was almost a reunion of the people that have been on the defense team.
But really, this is all speculation that it could have been a tooth or a fingernail. Nobody really knows because that particular white object, which may have been found, hasn't been seen.
Well, it's a tempest in a teapot, and frankly, they haven't given any relevance to it. So if they found something, what does it mean to the case? Does it change the scientific evidence in the case? And I don't think they've made any assertion that it does. So really, I think this guy, Gregory Diamond, who's now become a television producer, was probably trying to get his 15 minutes of fame, and I think it's just about over with.
And he just did.
Yeah, we've seen that happen before, haven't we?
On the docket with John Patrick Dolan. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Absolutely. We'll see you next week.
All right. A complete check of your lifestyle forecast with Sam Argier.